Right, I'm just doing a little video. I've done one before on this subject, but I don't know whether we could call it specifically for the Myford ML7 Super 7s. Basically ball turning. I've just done that, it's still warm. I can show you that one. I've already done one for the clutch and anodized it. I've got one to do for the belt tension, and these are for the if you can see that's for the back gear, and there's one at the other side to bring in the quick change gearbox. So I just thought I'd make them in aluminium and anodize them. I don't know whether blue goes with grey, I don't know. Blue and grey, some say, I don't know. Well, the Myfords were grey, and grey were a bit of a shunned, boring colour, wasn't it, that nobody particularly liked. But then suddenly, all these new cars, Audis and BMs and all that, they're all coming in grey primer gloss. Yeah, so we've got a as bling machine now, because it's all the rage. So what have I done? These machines, if you know Myford, they're all Whitworth or BA. There's some weird threads, but the back gear lever and the one to bring in the quick change gearbox is 3/16 Whitworth. As near as I could get a drill to make to do the balls with 3.2, I think, millimetre. And then I made a little mandrel. Basically that mandrel is on the other end is something like an 8mm thread or a 6mm thread for some other one I've done, and I thought rather than make another mandrel I'll just turn the other end down to just switch it round. So that's 3/16 Whitworth. That ball is more or less finished. It just wants a bit of work with some sandpaper, but I just thought viewers might be interested in this, because you may have seen me making this ball turning device, but everyone that I've seen that have made them have anyway, basically that is going to be the next one to do that with for the other handle. I just thought I'd show that before I start it. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I mean, it's 5 to 11 at night now, so probably do that tomorrow and I'll show it, I'll video it. But most of the people I've seen do handles. Oh, shall I whip this one off? Which one shall I whip off? Right, I'll take this one off. So sure. That's from a quick change tool post. That's been anodized. We'll go through it all again, anodizing, because I've got it better now. I was struggling with this. But anybody who does these balls, no matter what they make them out of, they cannot get into the root. And when I say the root, I mean this bit down here. They always end up with a shoulder on there, and it's because, I can see it, I've got this right. I hope I'm showing it right. There's not a lot of field of view on this little GoPro. You see this cutting tool? I've got that fixed from underneath, and I can rotate that within the bar that it's fixed to. So I can get it, put that back in there, so I can get right into the root. I suppose I've got to prove that, haven't I? Because you can't see the root. Let's see if I can screw it off. Should get a good grip with that, shouldn't I? Right, there we go. Glove off. So there's our little 3/16 Whitworth thread, and I've got right down to the root, if you can see that. So that ball's been turned and I've got it right into the root, whereas all the ones I've seen people make end up with a shoulder on there. and the simple reason is because if that tool was straight, let's see if I can get this right. Sorry about this. If that tool was straight, what happens is your tool post hits the mandrel before you get into the root. So your limit of that is when you hit the mandrel, and that's as far as you can go. Some people just file tops off them, I think, but that's got right down to the root by rotating that head. Most people make this in one piece and it's fixed to take the tool cutter, and I've got it so I can rotate it. It works also the same if I'm doing radius work, inside radius. But I just thought I'd try it, and I've taken me ages just to get this thing set up to cut these round. But as you can see, we've got a round ball, nearly perfect but not quite. Just want some work with wet and dry now. I'll screw that back on for tonight, and then when that's cleaned and smoothed, we'll go right up to 2000 wet and dry, and then we'll use Solvol and polish it, and then we won't put it into caustic soda because that dulls it, and we'll try and we'll anodize it. The top one I did, I say that one, that's got quite a nice shine on it, if you can see it on that. Like a ball bearing. Bit wibbly wobbly. And they're going in 10th thou at a time. You see the angle? I hope you can. Just try and get it up a bit. Just want to see that. You'll start to see now what I mean about offsetting this tool. You see how it's going into the root of that? Let's get rid of that. You see how I can get right down into the root of that now. Whereas if you put the cutter straight, you can't, because it hits the your mandrel. I probably will have to readjust this in when I get closer. Nearly there. Ain't bad. So, 2 new machine handles for the method. So my next little bit of video will be anodizing these and then dyeing them blue. Sorry, knocked it out again. Yeah, so we'll be anodizing these next. Not quite on that one, a little bit. Lovely. So that's 3/16 Whitworth. I don't know whether that's a Whitworth. I think that's 5/16 Whitworth. That's an M8 one, and that's an M6 one. Just made out of bits of bar. Ooh, that didn't sound good, Michael. Yeah. Oh, that's my saw. Hope he hasn't buggered it. Yeah, easy enough to make, but quite good to use for the ball turner.